Greetings all you maniacs and minds runner crimes, and today I am going to be talking about Equinox. Now this isn't a full-on ins and outs of Equinox. I just want to highlight a build for Equinox that I really don't ever see. Most people when they build Equinox, they do this build. This is your mend and maim build, where you go into night form and you just do this. This is the entire build. Her fourth ability, and then you nuke. Yawn. So, I decided to try this build. So this is a peaceful provocation build. Now, this build focuses on crowd control, mostly, putting enemies to sleep, which is crowd control, some survivability for you and your entire team, and healing. So it makes Equinox a lot more fun to play. Now, I'm not saying this is the best build for peaceful provocation. You could definitely do better, but this is a zero forma build with Equinox Prime. And so you stay in day form or night form. This is night form. I keep forgetting which is which because I'm an idiot. You turn on your 3, and when enemies shoot you or hurt your teammates, the enemies start to slow down. And with this build, the slow is 74%. That is basically Nova. Now, unlike Nova, you can actually heal your teammates and do other things other than slow enemies down. Yes, Nova has her 2, which is very, very powerful, but I don't know. I like playing this more than Nova. So, anyway. The basic premise of this build is to survive and also heal your teammates and yourself. So, you have your 3 on, right? And then you activate your 4 whenever you need it. It drains energy pretty quickly, but when you kill enemies with her 4 in this form, and then you activate it, you'll heal whatever damage that you dealt. So, you basically fully heal everyone, no matter fucking what. So I'm going to just go ahead and show the potency of this build. I'm going to put these guys down to level 40 so I don't get absolutely shredded. It is to note, Equinox does not have the best survivability. That's where adaptation comes in, and that's where the slow comes in. And also you can sleep opponents. So, as soon as they start to hit me, I honestly should have put my cat out. They're already slowing down. You do need to get hit a lot if it's just you. But also, you can just press your 2 and put the enemies to sleep. And then do finishers. And also, there's arcanes that can help out. You can even have like a stealth Equinox build with an arcane that will turn you invisible. So as soon as these guys actually hit me enough, they will be really, really, really damn slow. Already, they're not doing much. They can't really do much already. And it is a slow build. It is slow. But with an entire squad taking damage for you, it ramps up pretty damn fast. And like I said, you can just put the enemies to sleep and do finishers. And for some reason, the enemies will not shoot you when you're doing finishers. I don't know why, but it's just how it is. Let me grab more energy here. More efficiency would probably be good, but yeah, this is the Equinox build. And if you ever get hurt, well, you have your 4, and I'm just gonna let them shoot me. You also have your shield gating. And also, I have Arcane Grace for added survivability. They're already slowing down like crazy, so I'm just going to kill one of these guys. Instant full health. No problem. And they're already slowed down by 20%, so they really can't do much. I did not mean to do that. That was my bad. But that's essentially the Peaceful Provocation build. I know this is not an original build. This is not original at all. This is a build that some people do, but you very, very, very rarely see it. Why? I don't know. Because this build is absolutely fantastic. It works very, very well in squads. You could also say, oh, replace Blind Rage with Transient Fortitude. Yeah, you could do that, but then you lose some slow. So 72% ability strength, and then you do this. Yes, you have more efficiency, but your slow is only 66%. That's not a huge difference, but having the enemy slowed down to basically Nova speeds is super helpful. Things to watch out when doing this when running this build: nullifiers, obviously, demo units, for obvious reasons, because they will disable this, and it's really frustrating. So this build isn't very good in disruption. I don't think Equinox in disruption is a very good idea. Anyway, you also want to watch out for energy leech Xmisses and things like that. So I'm actually going to jump into a fast mission and show what this build can actually do. And I'm pretty damn sure that the effects go on to my cat here. So when he gets hit, the slow activates. So we'll just jump into a quick mission. Alright, so also a thing you could do is more range. But honestly, I don't think it's that big of a problem. This is a more in-your-face Equinox build anyway. And here's the thing, though. I know some people are going to say, well, it's not the nuke Equinox build, so it's not very good. This is a team support build. This build isn't really meant for solo play. And using Equinox in one way, when she has all of these abilities, is boring. It is honestly super fucking boring, and this actually makes me like Equinox. Because, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Equinox, but when running this build, yeah, she's quite fun. This is already an early peek at the new rifle. As everyone knows, it's very, very good. I'll just destroy these. So, yeah, more range would definitely be beneficial on this build. So, essentially, you want at least 185% power strength. You can do growing power, and that will help. Honestly, growing power would be a pretty good idea. And all that nonsense. So lots of range and stuff. And of course you can just put the enemies to sleep in a pretty decent area. Is this build going to work for everyone? Is it going to work in every single scenario? No. This build is definitely very good for like mobile defense, because slowing the enemies down and all that nonsense. It's also decent for survival runs, because you could just turn your 4 on for like 2 seconds, activate it, and everyone's healed. And that is absolutely fantastic. Of course, it's not as instant as, say, having a Trinity, but this build isn't trying to be a better Trinity. This build is just making Equinox as versatile as possible. And right now it's already down to 16% slow, so that's great. Why do the enemies continually to spawn behind me in an exterminate mission? And why are the waypoints so fucky? Whatever. I don't really care. Just gotta find the next group of enemies. So again, I know this definitely isn't a unique build, but do you ever see this? No. Why? Don't know. Well, I'm sorry, is it not the main Equinox build? I don't understand why some people look at a frame, do one build, and then that's it. Like, you know, there's other things you can do with a frame, right? In my mind, a good frame should be able to do quite a lot of different things. Not just team support or damage, but should be able to do a number of different things. Of course, if that frame isn't geared towards team support, I don't expect it to team support. But already they're down to 20%, and yeah, they're already moving pretty freaking slow, and they can't do anything to me. So you could also say this is a tank Equinox, making a fragile frame pretty tanky because of the slowdown. It's great. And of course, in a squad, your percentage would already most likely be maxed out. Oh, there's my worst nightmare, the freaking nullies. Alright, what percentage am I at? 24? Cool. I thought I killed all of you. Get out of here. Yeah, they can't, they really can't do anything at this point. They're so slow. Oh, also, if you're having energy issues, use anything from the edgelords, like the Racta Ceranos or the Racta Ballistica. That will give you energy and also proc virals on enemies and make you faster. I think that's what it does. Quiet. But yeah, this build is very nice. So through that entire thing, I only got it to 31%, but you saw how slowing the enemies down to 31% is. They are really slow. Anyway. I know it's not as popular as using Equinox only for her 4 and then doing the whole nuke patty cake thing. But, well, the patty cake doesn't work as well as it used to because you can't completely remove enemy armor. But anyway. So again, this is the build. I would say this isn't the final build. You could definitely do better. You could definitely do better if you, just like go for it. Obviously, Blind Rage could be maxed out, but that would kill the efficiency even more. You could have more range, but then you would probably have to sacrifice either Prime Continuity or something like that. And sacrificing Prime Continuity, you're not really always going to put the enemies asleep with this build, but having the enemies asleep for that duration, 18 seconds, is really nice. Of course, 18 seconds compared to, 8 seconds. You see how fast the duration goes down. It's honestly kind of crazy. So, anyway, this is the way you enjoy Equinox. This is the way that Equinox is fun. Other than that, Equinox, not really that fun. She has all of these powers. She has the most powers of any frame. She has like 8 abilities, basically. But people only use her for her 4. And the whole main Equinox build, this build, and I don't understand. When you could be a Pocket Nova that can heal and put enemies to sleep with a press of a button. How is that not a good build, honestly? Putting the enemies to sleep, crowd control on a pretty good wide radius, slowing the enemies down, which is the crowd control, and instantly healing you and your teammates, and also objectives. I'm pretty sure her 4 will heal objectives. I'm pretty damn sure it will. Because why wouldn't it? Venari heals objectives, which is Chorus 3. Oberon doesn't heal objectives, I don't think. I think Wisp does too. And I think Garuda might. I don't remember. But anyway. That's that. Just sort of a more deeper look into Equinox. She isn't a one-button frame. Don't do her like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, in Trilby, we trust.